cream-colored fur so thick and soft it looked like someone had sculpted him out of a cloud. Those blue-gray eyes that didn't just look at you, they studied you. A flat little face that somehow managed to hold more emotion than most people I've ever met. He was the kind of cat that made strangers stop on the sidewalk just to ask, "Wait, what is that?" And for 3 years, he belonged to a woman named Claire. She loved him the way you love something that becomes part of your daily rhythm. Morning coffee, Jax on the counter. Late nights, Jax on the pillow. Bad days, Jax pressed against her side like he already knew. He wasn't just a pet, he was hers, and he was his. Completely, totally, without question, his. Then, life did what life sometimes does. A job relocation, a new apartment, a landlord who looked at Jax's photo and said, "Absolutely not." Claire tried everything. She called 12 places. She offered to pay double the deposit. She cried on the phone to a property manager who didn't even pause before saying no. She had 2 weeks to find him a home. She chose a couple she trusted. Good people. A nice house with a big sunny window that she thought Jax would love. She packed his favorite blanket, his toy, his food, like she was sending him to college, not giving him away forever. She even wrote a little note for the new family. What he likes, what he doesn't, how he needs 20 minutes to warm up to a room before he'll relax in it. The handoff lasted 11 minutes. She knelt down one last time, pressed her forehead against his flat little face, and held it there for a second longer than she meant to. Jax didn't pull away. He just looked at her, calm, steady, the way he always did, like he was the one trying to reassure her. She didn't look back when she got in the car. She couldn't. Before I keep going, if stories like Jax's are why you're here, I want you to hit that subscribe button right now. Every single week, we're bringing you real animals, real transformations, real love. And some of these cats, they've got maybe days left when their story finds us. 2 seconds of your time means those stories keep getting told. Go ahead, I'll be right here. The new family tried. They really did. They gave Jax that window Claire had imagined. They bought him new toys. They were patient, gentle, everything you'd want. Jax didn't care. He stopped eating the first day, hid under the bed for 36 hours straight. When the woman reached for him, he didn't hiss. He just went completely still, like something inside him had simply switched off. Like he was present in the room, but already gone somewhere else. By day 4, he hadn't touched his food bowl. By day 6, he'd stopped grooming. That cloud-soft fur started to mat at the edges. His blue-gray eyes, which had always been so sharp and direct, started to look dull, distant. The couple called a vet. The vet said, "This is grief. Not illness, not injury, grief. Cats experience it the same way we do. They just can't tell you that's what it is." She explained that some cats bond so deeply to one specific person that when that person disappears, their whole nervous system registers it as a loss. Not confusion, not adjustment, loss. The only question was whether Jax would find a way through it or whether the loss would just keep pulling him under. Here's what I want to ask you, and I genuinely want you to drop your answer in the comments below. Do you think animals can grieve a person the same way a person grieves them? Because what happened next made me think the answer is yes, in ways we don't even fully understand yet. The couple made a call they didn't have to make. They tracked down Claire. She was 3 states away by then. New city, new apartment, no pets allowed. Nothing had changed on that front. But she drove back anyway. 6 hours, one direction. Because when someone tells you the animal who loved you most in the world is fading, you don't ask questions. You just go. She walked into that living room and didn't say a word, just sat down on the floor. Jax was under the couch. She could see the edge of that cream-colored fur in the dark. She didn't call him, didn't reach for him, just sat there. The same way she used to sit on her bathroom floor on hard nights, just being present, just letting him know the sound of her. 12 minutes passed. Then that flat, cloud-soft face appeared at the edge of the couch. He walked toward her slowly, stopped once, looked at her like he was making absolutely sure, and then he climbed into her lap, tucked his head under her chin, and made a sound. This low, broken little sound that the couple said they'd never heard from him before. Claire sat on that floor for 2 hours. She didn't move. She just cried into his fur and let him push his face against her neck like he was trying to memorize her all over again. She drove home the next morning, and Jax was in the passenger seat. She called 12 more landlords that week. She was honest this time. She told them about Jax, about what had happened, about what he'd been through. The 13th one said yes, an older woman who'd had cats her whole life, and said, "Honey, bring him home." That was 8 months ago. Today, Jax wakes her up every morning by sitting directly on her chest and staring at her with those blue-gray eyes until she laughs. He has claimed the left side of the couch as his permanent territory, and she has fully surrendered. He chirps at the window like he's having a full conversation with the birds outside. He flops onto his back in the middle of the floor like a melting cloud and just stays there, completely unbothered by the concept of dignity. He is, in every way, deeply and completely himself again. But the thing Claire talks about most isn't the dramatic reunion, it's the quiet stuff. The way Jax follows her from room to room now, not anxiously, not clingy, just present, like he wants to keep confirming that she's still there. The way he presses his forehead against hers some mornings, slow and deliberate, like punctuation at the end of a sentence that started 3 years ago. She says she thinks about the drive sometimes, the 6 hours, the floor, the 12 minutes of waiting. And she's grateful, not just that she went, but that she could, that she hadn't completely let go yet. Some bonds don't break when you walk away, they just wait. And here's the question I want to leave you with, the one I haven't stopped thinking about since I heard this story. If Jax could have chosen, from the beginning, to go through all of it, the loss, the grief, the silence, just to end up back with her, do you think he would? I think he already answered that, the moment he walked out from under that couch. Drop your answer below and tell me, do you believe cats can love one person so completely that no one else can replace them? Or is it just about time and patience? I really want to know what you think.